One of the questions I've been getting a lot lately is about how to identify a toxic person. How do I know the person that I'm dating right now is not too toxic for me? Due to the many times that I've been getting that question, today we're going to talk about the 4 ways to identify a toxic person. Welcome back to those of you who are already part of the community. And if you are new around on this channel, we give relationship advice. If this is something that you're into, be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell, because we've got a lot to talk about. The first thing you're going to realize about a toxic person is that they love drama. They get excited by it, they sleep on it, they eat on it, they wake up on it. Any toxic person loves drama. And the second thing you're going to also notice is that a toxic person is never by himself. A toxic person is never by herself. A toxic person is always surrounded by a bunch of other toxic people, which explains why they never understand how toxic they are to begin with. Because if you're surrounded by people who enjoy drama just as much as you do, you will never understand how toxic you are, because everybody is doing the same thing. So the first way to understand this person could be too toxic for you is by how much they enjoy drama. The other thing is that a toxic person cannot be in a relationship with somebody who's not toxic. What I mean by that is that sometimes you probably heard stories about people explaining that they do not understand the idea about somebody not cheating on them. They do not understand why this person is so perfect. They do not understand how this person is not as toxic as they are. Therefore, there's a problem with the relationship. Therefore, they do not want to be part of that relationship just because they finally met somebody good. That's when you know someone is really toxic. That's when you know this relationship is not for you. If you are not toxic, if you do not want to be in a relationship with a toxic person, this is the first sign. This is the first sign of drama that you do not want to get yourself into. Anybody who feels like being in a relationship with somebody who's not cheating on them is a problem is too toxic for you. So drama is one of the first signs helping you understand exactly how toxic someone is. The second way to identify a toxic person is to understand that any toxic person is as negative as they come. Anytime you are around a toxic person, they could find the one negative thing to say about the most positive things. I mean, anything that's positive, they'll find something negative to say about it. They'll always find something negative to say about people's lives. They always find something negative to say about people's job. They always find something negative to say about people's relationship. And sometimes they could be just as negative to themselves as they are to other people. And if you're going to be honest, this is scary to even think about. Because if somebody is as negative to the point where they'll always find something bad to say, whatever the situation, this person is not somebody you should try to plan a future with. And sometimes, I don't know if it's jealousy, I don't know if it's envy, whatever the situation is, whenever you are around a toxic person, you always feel that negative energy surrounding them, because this is how toxic they are. And that's why I always tell folks, sometimes it's best to keep your stuff to yourself. Sometimes just because you're a friend with somebody doesn't mean that this person always want the best for you. This person might probably be thinking otherwise while you are here celebrating with them, thinking they are wishing you well, but in reality doing the complete opposite. So the second way to identify a toxic person is by understanding they are very negative people. The third way to identify a toxic person is that they do not take accountability for their actions. They do not take accountability for their actions because for them it's more of a game. A toxic person, when they are arguing with you, the motive is not to fix the situation. The motive is to win. It's about winning or losing. And they'll do everything in their power to make themselves feel like they won the argument. And by that, I mean they'll play the blame game, they'll play the victim game, whatever it is to make them feel like they won the argument, they will do it just for their satisfaction. The mindset behind arguing in a relationship is to find common grounds that are going to help you set up boundaries and compromise in things that are needed. But with a toxic person is the complete opposite. They don't care about fixing things in a relationship. For them, it's all about winning. And if arguing with your partner is not about fixing the problem, which is going to help you grow as a couple, there's no need to even be in the relationship, because nothing is going to be done properly. And that's one of the reasons why you need to identify those things as early as possible, because if not, each argument is going to be like arguing with a 2-year-old who only worries about winning. The fourth and final one is that a toxic person never let things go. Despite how long something happened, they never let things go. And if you're going to be in a relationship with somebody like that, can you imagine how crazy this is going to be? Every time you are arguing about something, there's always something else that this person is going to bring up. And therefore, the relationship will be stuck in one spot simply because one person decided to not let go. Understand that each of those things can be identified as early as the dating process. And especially now that you already know what to look for, it's definitely going to help you in the long run when it comes to your dating process. On that note, I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. If I've missed something in the process, feel free to let me know in the comments below. Until then, take care of yourselves and each other.